got a good one here, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Louisville taking on our home team. First game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Striker, 3-3, white, drill, green. Red, cycle. Red, yellow.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Well, when we talked about the NFL moving into the relocation game, most people assumed it would be London, maybe Mexico City. Now, this capital city was one of the dark horse candidates, but folks here have shown already that they are football mad. Trust us, you should have seen the scene walking in, and I think this entire country is already getting behind this football team. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, and it'll bring up 3rd down. When you look at this defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Still going inside the 20.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And they'll run here with A-Chain. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lumberjacks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 3. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Carpenter. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Achane on 1st and 10. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, Carpenter. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Touchdown! Devon Achane. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lumberjacks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Now the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be corralled out across midfield it down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2nd and a couple. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This pass outlined to Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will score. It's a touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Tigers have got it back to within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Carpenter. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. gets signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of his mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
A-chain once more. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A-chain will take it in. Touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Okay, right?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A pitch comes to Hall. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, Why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent. And they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things broke down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. A-chain here. They stay on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Carpenter. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kick by Sanders is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Hey, red, set.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Back to throw again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Carpenter. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw again, Carpenter. They set up the screen to A-Chain. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Carpenter. Throw caught by A-Chain. And some room to maneuver. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's A-Chain. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Off play action. Carpenter. He dumps it off to A-Chain. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. H.A. now up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. The ball comes out, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 36. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
On the set. Red, yellow. Blue stripe. You, yellow. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack. That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Third down. Here's H.A. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Open net is Waddle, complete. So nothing doing there, and that will bring up second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third. Second and 10. Looking to throw. Carpenter. Another catch there for Waddle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Operating from the gun. Carpenter flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lumberjacks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And then we set him in good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. throwing on first down. Carpenter. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. To throw on 3rd down. Carpenter. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lumberjacks start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contact.
And my goodness, another interception. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. A give up the middle to Achane. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Back to throw. Carpenter. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll go again with Hall, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. That's going to be caught by Waddle. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw on second down, Carpenter, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games